What up, tuners? Welcome to my school. That's here. Today, I'm with
Rupa Sensei, at your service.
At your service. ということで、今日も動画を、今日は、
Which one, mate? 今日も。
One more time, ブンブン。今日なんですけれども、いつもとは違ったテーマの動画を撮っていきたいと思います。
Really?
日本人が海外でやってしまう NG 行動というのを一緒に話していきたい
Interesting. Okay.
と思います。日本では正しいとされていても、海外では NG とされている。
Right, different culture.
そう。
文化の違いね。
マナーとかね。で、知らずにやってしまうとか、そういうことがあるんですね、ただ。で、そんなことがないように、今日はこれって NG なんですかというものをルパ先生に聞いていきますので、ルパがそれを見た時にどう思うかっていうのをちょっと教えていただきます。
Okay, interesting. I would say overall, as my opinion, as an Australian, Japanese people are very good overseas.
So?
Even before I spoke Japanese or knew anything about Japan, I would always know Japanese people very friendly and very polite, even when they're traveling overseas.
元々がしっかりしてるからだ。
That's right. When they go overseas, normally they impress us. So we're like, wow, yeah, mate, we should do that too.
なるほどね。その中でも欧米人がちょっと気になると思っていると言われている
There
も
are
の。
some things that are a little bit different in culture. So we'll talk about those
そ
today.
う、それをちょっと聞いていきたいかなと思います。
Yeah, yeah.
ということで、Let's dive in. それでは一つ目ですね。手を出して食べる。
Okay.
これなんか欧米のレストランとかだと利き手が右手だとしたら左手をこう置いてこう食べる。
Yeah.
でも日本だとお茶碗を持って食べなさいって言われるの、お母さんに。
I like this.
そう、こうご飯を必ずこうやって食べてたら行儀悪いのよ日本って。
Okay,
そう
interesting.
どうですか？
This rule, it sounds like a very fancy place. So maybe if you go to like a super high class restaurant, you know, and when they put the napkin on your lap and stuff like that, then you might sit like this, you know, sip your tea like this.
小指必要これ。
Something like that, but I would say not worry too much in most places.
あ、そう。じゃあ
Maybe it's British thing. I'm not sure. In Australia, we're pretty chill.
ハンバーガーとかこう食べるもんね。
Yeah, I always eat like this anyway because yeah, when I was in school, you know, people might be stealing your food, so you want to put a barrier up.
どんな環境で
And
育っ
eat,
たの？
eat like this. Old siblings, you know, you have to eat like this, protect your food. So it's kind of like a Philly shell, you know, Mayweather style. And then eat food like that.
じゃあそんな気にならないってことね。まあちょっと高級レストランとかに行ったら気をつけた方がいいかもしれないってことね。
I think the thing is no elbows on the table
それは
because
でも日本でも一緒だわ。
I don't know, maybe that's just a bit rude. Maybe it's seen as a bit dirty, and then you're kind of putting it close to the food. Yeah, it sounds a little fancy anyway, so.
なるほど。
Most times you shouldn't worry too much, but maybe if you're doing a homestay, yeah, you don't want to be sitting like this at the dinner table. A
ちょ
little
っと
bit.
偉そうだね。ボスに見えるね。
Right, maybe that's the thing too.
次2つ目なんですけども、音も立てない。食べてる時の食事の時の音。例えば
Yeah.
ラーメンとかスープのズズズとか。それ
Yeah, this is
は
the biggest thing.
やっぱりこれはさすがに気になる。
So this is probably the biggest thing that shocks foreigners when they come to Japan. You walk into a ramen shop and all mates, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know? I don't know why. Yeah, it's just the way it is.
スープとかも。
Yeah, soup. Yeah, nah, all foods we don't really. It's same as like chewing with the mouth open, which I'm not saying that Japanese people do, but it's just something like, for example, if you were being raised over in the West, you were eating with your mouth open. Your mom would be like, hey, chew with your mouth closed.
でも日本でもそうだそれは。
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
だから同じってことねそれ。
I think also because you're showing the food in your mouth, it's a little disgusting. Also with the drink, don't slurp your drinks.
でも熱いコーヒーとか飲めなくないそしたら。
You gotta blow.
いやそれでも熱いよ。いやコーヒーとかでも。
Yeah, well that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Well, if it's just a little bit, but don't be like with your ramen. So that's probably the one thing that shocks foreigners when they come over to Japan and everyone's making a lot of noise when they're eating.
次3つ目、大きい声で叫ばない。店員さんを呼ぶときに大きい声で叫
So
ば
like
ない。
in a restaurant. Yeah.
すいませんってやるやつ。Excuse me.
Yeah, that's another thing that really surprised me in Japan. So in a Western restaurant, you don't say, hey, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, everyone's gonna be like, whoa, what's going on? Normally we wait for the waiter or waitress to come around, we'll make eye contact and then we'll, oh, sorry, can we order? Are we right to order? If you're not getting your order taken, or if you want the bill, you can wave them over, give them one of these gestures. and they'll come over and give you the bill.
多分ね、そのウェイターシステムにも違いがあると思うんだけど、日本の場合ってそのテーブル担当の人とかいないじゃん。
Okay,
とりあえず
yeah.
歩き回ってる人誰か捕まえてお会計ってやるけど、注文お願いしますってやるけど、欧米の場合はそのテーブルごとに担当のね、人がいるからね。
Because it's a tip system, right? So whoever's in charge of your table, that's who you'll tip. Not so much in Australia. You can do it as a sign of generosity and a good sign of customer service, but definitely in America, that's a big thing.
でもオーストラリアでもテーブル担当はつくの？それぞれのテーブルに。
Yeah, most of the time it'll be the same lady. Sometimes it'll be different. Depends also on the restaurant. We've got a lot of international restaurants, so maybe if you go to a Chinese restaurant, it's a different system.
次、4つ目。洗濯物を外に干す。どうですか？
Yeah. In Australia, we always do.
あ、そう。だからね、アメリカとかだと洗濯物を干しちゃいけないいう地域があって、なんでかっていうと洗濯物を干す貧困の人たちが住むエリアだと思われるんだって。
Never even heard of that, mate. Or maybe if you're in an apartment or there's different rules, maybe there's no
だか
balcony.
らそういうエリアがあるんだって。外に洗濯物を干さないでくださいみたいな。景観が悪くするから洗濯物を干しちゃいけないみたいな地域があるんだって。オーストラリアは関係ない。
No, well, I grew up in a house, and yeah, we have a clothesline, so outside.
ドライヤーは使わないのじゃ
No, we have a dryer too for like winter time.
あ。ああ、なるほど、
Or
ね。
say you have to do your bedding, and it's going to take too long to dry, like your doona cover, everything like that. But yeah, in the summertime, you hang your clothes outside, it'll dry real quick.
なるほど。
I don't know, that's the first time I heard. Maybe it's an American thing, or maybe it's a rules of certain apartments. But yeah, no,
まあ、
yeah, I've never heard
オー
of
ストラリア
that.
ですね。はい、次。相づちうざい。
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
なるほど。なるほど。なるほど。
Right,
どう
yeah.
ですかこれは？
Because in Japanese, you often go, oh, like every time someone says something, yeah. I think that's more of a language barrier thing. That's like a language problem, right? If you're listening, you don't have to say it every time, you know?
でもこうやって聞いてたらどう思う？ルパが喋ってる時にやるから。なるほどね。
Yeah, you can sound like you're trying to rush the person a little bit.
早く話を終わらせてほしいみたいなね。
Little bit.
ちょっと圧迫感を感じるからね。
Yeah. Oftentimes we'll just nod to show that you're still listening. Or like every now and again we'll be like, oh, really? Okay, yeah, interesting. But you don't have to keep saying, That's kind of a Japanese thing, yeah.
はい、ということですね。ありがとうございま
はい
す。じゃあ次行ってみましょう。これ面白い。身体的な特徴を話さない。
Yeah.
例えば、頭や顔が小さいとか、鼻が高いとか、あとは身長、あと目の色とか、髪の色、あと肌の色とかかな。なんでかっていうと、多分日本ってさ、基本日本人しかいないから。黒い髪の毛で身長も160とか70センチで目の色も黒だしで肌の色もまあみんな大体こういう色でしょ。だからみんな一緒なのよ。だからちょっとでも黒かったり白かったりするとすごく目立つから肌白いねとか鼻高いねとか顔ちっちゃいねっていうのが褒め言葉として使われることがある。時にね、まあいじめとして使われちゃうこともあるけども、まあ、そういうところをまず話すっていうことがある。
Yeah, I guess this is also a language thing that's quite different and also more of a culture thing. When I first came to Japan and everyone goes, oh, kao chichai ne, kao chichai. I'd say refrain from the kao chichai or the hana takai because they don't really translate well in English. You know, small face,
big nose とか、
big nose. It can also almost sound a little bit as an insult to some people. You know, they might not know what you're referring to. Also, a lot of these things are out of people's control, like the skin color or your height. It's kind of out of your control. So I guess we don't really compliment those things.
肌の色ってあんまないね。なんかさ、肌の色白いってなんか海外で言うと pale は
It's actually a bad thing, right?
そうね。
It means that you spend a lot of time inside, right? Yeah.
なんか健康的じゃないねっていう意味でだからあんま良くないんだよね。
We actually say it when someone is starting to get sick. Wow, you look pale as a ghost. You know, like wow, are you okay? You're not getting sick.
日本だとね褒め言葉だけど。でもさ、目の色とか結構褒め言葉で使わない？
I would say
Like
more
your-
than the hair color, will the hairstyle. Oh, your
hairstyle.
hair looks wicked, mate. Where do you get it cut?
ああ、なるほど
Like
ね。
when I was a salesman, that would be one of the opening lines, or just like a way to build rapport with the customer. Oh man, where do you get that cut around here? You know, it leads to a good conversation. With that being said, we often compliment people's fashion. Like, oh wow, your style is amazing. You know, do you do shopping around here? Really nice style. Wow, where did you get that jacket? You looks great on you. Yeah, or it suits you. Or physicality, like someone's muscles. You know, if they're at the gym or something. Wow, man, you're looking really jacked. Like, oh, how long you been working out for?
顔が小さい、鼻が高い。
Yeah.
あとはまあ肌の色とかはちょっと気をつけた方がいいですかね。
Yeah.
はい、次に行きます。無言でお店に入る。そう。
Oh, without saying anything.
そ
Okay.
うどうでしょう
Well, it depends on the store.
洋服屋さんとかは
Oh, okay. Well, again, it depends. If you're walking into like a big Uniqlo or something, you just walk in and start looking. It's fine.
so.
Yeah, but if it's like a small mum and pop shop, you'd walk in, hey, how you doing, to the person. Or if someone says, hey, can I help you? Yeah, no, I'm just fine, I'm looking. Or if the person makes eye contact, hey, how you going?
レストランとかは
Well, yeah, often there'll be a door person. Oh,
挨拶した方がいいね
yeah, hey, how you going? Just one person, two people.
だから
Yeah.
大きい洋服屋さんとかだったら店員さんに別に挨拶しなくてもいいけどちっちゃいお店とかコンビニというかね
Yeah, yeah, conveni is probably the biggest one. So often we'll walk into a conveni and then the person at the register is right there near the door. So you just say, hey mate, how you going? Oh, as you walk in. You wouldn't say if he's already serving someone, you just walk in, do your shopping. You don't want to interrupt him, but yeah.
日本だとさ別にコンビニ入って「こんにちは」って言わないじゃん
Right. Japan is opposite. They say it to you.
あ
Irashaimase.
で無視
You
じゃん
don't say anything
そう
back.
そうそう
Oh, so that's a big thing. If someone speaks to you, you always reply. Because otherwise it's kind of disrespectful. If you walk into a conveni and old mate says, hey, g'day mate, how you going? And you just walk straight past, you don't even look at him, he'll be like, what's this guy's problem? Maybe now it's different because everyone's got the ear pops
AirPods,
in.
yeah.
But even some people, they'll just walk straight into the store like this. And I'm like, mate, looking like a zombie, but...
だから大きいお店以外はまあ基本挨拶はしっかりした方がいいよね
Again, if it's a big store and there's someone near the door, you might greet them, but it's not like a rude thing to do if you just walk straight in, do your shopping. Or like a supermarket, no one's like at the door.
ああそう
You're right, yeah.
でもレジスターでさ「How are you doing?」って言うじゃん
Yeah. So don't be surprised if the person at the register asks you, oh, how's your day going? Don't be like, wow, why do you want to know? I think also, I grew up in a smaller town in Australia, and the guy at like the 7-Eleven that was near my high school, it was like the same guy that would work there like every day. So you kind of get to know them. And like the guy that would be at the fish and chip shop would be the guy at my gym. Yeah, that's also the thing of a smaller town.
なるほどね
Whether if it's a bigger town, like when I moved to the city, then it's a different person every time. So it's less like a friendly thing, right? More just like a formality.
どっちかっていうと欧米の方がこう会話をねよりする文化にあるから
Yeah, yeah.
まあそこはちょっと気をつけた方がいいかもしれないですねはいじゃあ次手招き
Nikki. Ah, okay.
これ
Like as in come here?
こっち来て
Ah, kochikite.
Kochikite.
Yeah. I think because Westerners, we don't being like ordered.
欧米だとなんかこういうジェスチャーがあるじゃん
That looks like you're saying go away.
Yeah.
I don't even want to look at you anymore.
だ
don't
からさ
even.
こっ
don't
ち
even
こっち来いっていうのはさすごい
Yeah,
似てるじゃんどう感じるこうやってるルパちょっとこっち来てって言われたら
If I didn't know what you were saying, I might think, hey, go away,
Ah, so-
But because I live in Japan, I know that a lot of people do this. I think because in English, we always say, hey, can I speak to you for a little bit? Oh, can I have a moment of your time? Can I have a minute? Where in Japan, it's more like, oh, kochikite. Like it's like an order.
ああなるほどね
Maybe because it's more of a hierarchy in Japan. Like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
senpai would be like, kochikite. But in English, we normally say, skoshi ii desu ka? Like that's just our natural way of saying, can I have a moment
で
of
も
your
さ
time?
こっちが呼んでる側が教える側だとしたら例えば If you wanna know something from me
Yeah, yeah.
ルパこっち来て
yeah,
I'll teach you like what you want us to learn Is it still rude?
Kochikite would be translated to come here, and that sounds like a teacher speaking to a kid. Like,
Yeah.
like, come here. Like you're about to tell him off. Come here. Or like a
こう
mom.
なこうなのねジ
Come
ェスチャ
here.
ー
Hey, come here.
あじゃあ
Oh,
もうそれだけでルードなんだ
Yeah, so I would say don't do that.
じゃあもう
It's-
手招きとかじゃなくてそもそもそのこっちカムヒア自体があんまり良くないってことね Can I talk to you for a sec?
Yeah, can I talk to you for a sec? You might even hear people say, can I borrow you for a second?
Can I borrow you?
Yeah, you'll hear that a lot in like business or something like that. Can I borrow you for a second? It sounds a little strange if you directly translate it because it's kariru, but we sometimes use it just meaning to talk to someone for a small amount of time. I think because can I borrow your time? Like, 時間を借りていい. It sounds strange, but yeah. So don't be surprised if someone says, can I borrow you for a sec?
じゃあこれはもうな
Yeah, don't do this.
これもダメじゃん
You know, it's like in Kung Fu.
やらない
Fight and then you're about to fight.
でもさジェスチャーでやるとしたらこうでしょ Come here でもこれは teacher calling kids なんだ
Yeah. Can't remember the last time someone did that to me or...
そもそもやらないってことね
Yeah, better not to do it.
次これは面白い公共の場で靴を脱ぐ
Oh, okay. Wow.
なんでかっていうと
Yeah,
新
yeah.
幹線とか特にそうだけど靴脱いで乗るじゃん日本人
Really?
うん
Yeah.
飛行機とかもそう靴脱いで乗るんだけど
Yeah, well, man,
Because-
yeah, we don't do that in the
あ
in the
そう
West.
なんかその
Yeah,
コン
at
フタ
least-
もだから靴脱いだ方が靴 靴脱ぐんだよ、飛行機の中とか新幹線の中。
Yeah, but if you got those smelly feet, man, put them away, put them away. No one wants to smell your socks, you know?
あ、やっぱルードじゃあそれは。
Yeah, it can be rude if like on a train or
そもそもあんまりさ、靴を脱ぐっていう文化がないじゃん。家の中でも靴履いてるから、それもあるのかな。
if it's like outside, like at a park or something, and you want to do a bit of yoga, yeah, you'll see people doing that. Or obviously at a beach, everyone. Yeah, I think outside it's absolutely fine. You'll see a lot of people that just wear like sandals, then they want to walk on the grass. And I think because also the person's right there, and you're like, you got your dirty feet.
近くに人がいるのにこうやって靴脱いでるのはあんまり良くないってことね。
And he might even be eating food, like on the train or on the plane, and then you got your smelly feet right there. And he's like, come on, bro, what are you doing? But that being said, there are Westerners that will do it anyway, you know, they don't even care. But those are kind of rude people, so you don't want to be one of them. So,
そうそう、ポライトでいたかったらやめた方がいいよね。
yeah. That's why like a lot of open-toe shoes are banned in fancy restaurants. Even in Japan, right? Like you can't wear flip-flops into a fancy restaurant.
あ、そういう理由なのそれって。本当かよ。
Also, there's just like a dress code.
あ、そう。次、頭を叩く。なんでやねんってやつ。なんでやねん。
Someone's head, you might get hit back. You do that to the wrong person, yeah.
絶対やんないなんでやねんみたいな子供の時とか。
Yeah, some people do that to me and then they weren't happy with what happened next. You know? Like, yeah. If you're like super friendly, sure.
欧米人の友達に
Yeah.
ってやられたことないわ。
Don't do that, yeah. Do you do it a lot in Japan? Like,
特にコメディアンとかがやるから。
oh, okay.
それ
Actually
の
true.
真似をして、
Yeah.
ボーンって。
Tsukkomi boke.
そうでやることがあるかな。
I think also Westerners are a bit more aggressive. Like that we don't like being touched. It's right to give someone a pat on the back, like, hey man, good job, you know.
これはいいけど、
Yeah.
これはダメ。子供の頭をこうポンポンポンみたいな。おお、よくやったみたいな。わ、
This looks like you're petting a dog, isn't it?
やる
Pat someone on the head. Like,
子供ね、子供。
really? I see it actually in maybe like anime or something, eh?
やるよ、でも全然。
Maybe like a rub on the head, like, hey, good job, tiger. Maybe in like a sports thing.
ラブじゃないの、どっちかというとポンポン、パディン。
Yeah, that's like to a dog, you know?
あと怒る時もパチンって頭叩く。
Well, that's just hitting someone in the head. Yeah.
子供のね、しつけとかで。
Oh, well, that's completely different culture. That's a different story, right? Like hitting kids.
そもそも頭を触るっていうこと自体があんま良くないってことね。
Yeah, don't hit someone like this.
パディングも良くない。
Yeah,
ポン
don't
ポン
go around patting kids over in the West. Yeah, you might be seen as a little bit of a creep.
気をつけてください。褒めるときはどうするの？まあ普通にこう。
Hey, good job, you know? Yeah. Or,
子供は？子供褒めるときは？
high five, hey, good job, mate. Give me five, buddy, good job. Or pat on the back, yeah, like you said, pat on the back, hey, good job.
まあ気をつけてください。頭はこの辺は触んない方がいい。
Yeah, I think, yeah, anything around the head or face, red zone.
はい、次いきます。Stop! これ、Stop!
Yeah. Oh, like, I don't know. It just looks so strange, doesn't it?
でもこうやって、Stop! ちょ待って
It looks like you're the sign man, you know? The guy with the sign, you know, stop, like a traffic man.
Sign man.
We call it a lollipop man in Australia, lollipop, because the sign looks like a lollipop. So they're like this.
これは何なの？これはダメ？欧米でやったら。
It looks very serious. Maybe a policeman, hey, stop.
あ、そう、やる？なんか Talk to my hand があるじゃん。
I think it was like an old movie did that, like, I don't know, some old comedy movie.
あ、そうなんだ。
Maybe that's where it comes from. Talk to the hand means
Talk
like,
to the hand.
don't talk to me, talk to my hand. It's super rude to do, so don't do it.
でもそんなやんないんだね、今じゃ。
Maybe you might see like kids doing it to each other, but it's more just for a bit of fun.
喋ってる人を止めたいときは、ちょっと待って。
You might be like this, like a side hand. Whoa, easy, buddy. Like
maybe
maybe if someone's getting angry, and you're like, hey, calm down. It's more like a push down, like, hey, calm down, relax.
次行ってみたいと思います。くしゃみをしたときに手のひらで押さえる。
Oh, yes.
シュンってこれで押さえる人いる。
This was a very surprising thing actually when I was in Japan. A lot of people, they just sneeze right into their hand.
Then touch you でしょ?
Yeah, or then they'll go to shake your hand or something, high five. And I'm like, hey buddy, whoa, what are you doing? I used to work at Subway, fast food, and if you did that, they'll just send you straight home. We had posters all around. If you sneeze, you don't go into your hands, always go into your elbow.
こうやる。
Yeah.
それがこう。
Yeah. If you're wearing like a jacket or something.
でもなんでだろうね、なんかそうやって言われると確かにこうやってやると汚いなって思うけど、気づかないかな。みんな普通になんかこうやるのが当たり前だから。でこれでみんな触るんだもんね。確かに汚いよね、確かに。
Yeah, a little bit. Especially if you're working with food. But I guess it's just not taught in Japan, right? No one speaks about it.
だからみんなやるんだよ。でも言われたら思うよね、汚いって。多分これを見た人は言われたら確かに汚い。
Yeah, maybe because Japan doesn't have like a handshaking culture. Like it's more of a bow thing.
それはあるかもね。
Yeah.
確かに欧米だったらね、会った人みんな
Yeah. Oh, high five or pat on the back, right? Like, hey, good job, mate. So be careful of that one because that might actually, offend some people.
次、鼻を噛まずにすする。これどうですか？ Instead of blowing your nose.
Yeah, we often blow our nose. That was one thing a lot of kids got taught off in primary school.
言われるんだ。blow your nose.
Yeah, like, dude, stop sniffing. Just blow your nose already. I had one teacher who hated it. One kid who was like, had a runny nose. And it's so silent, like it's during a test or something. And this teacher hated it, man. He was like, stop sniffing your nose, just blow it. Yeah, so we just blow it and throw away, wash your hands or whatever.
音を気にするよね。
Because it's kind of a similar sound as like,
and like, slurping ね。
It's like the air coming in. For some reason, we don't like it like that. And it sounds like disgusting, because they've got water in their nose because it's all snot.
わかんないんだけどね。でもよく言うよね。やっぱり気になるんだね。
I guess one other thing that's a bit of a cultural difference is in Japan, no one really blows their nose in public, right? Or like they might like turn away. Like on the train, they see it as like a big deal. But in the West, it's fine if you just want to blow your nose, as long as you're not throwing the tissue on the ground or anything. You're not being rude about it, but just put the tissue back in your pocket. No one's really gonna make a fuss.
鼻をすするぐらいなら噛んでくださいということですね。
You might want to turn away just because it's polite, but don't be on like a packed train and then just be you're gonna drive people insane.
はい、気をつけてください。次、くしゃみをした人を無視する。
Yeah,
シュン。
We say bless you.
だけど日本だとクシュン。
Yeah. Well, bless you, even then it comes from Christian roots. So originally it's like God be with you as like a Christian thing. But nowadays even people who aren't Christian will say it just as a sign of care, like お大事に。
でも知らない人でも言うじゃん。例えば電車に乗って隣の人がクシャンってbless you。言わなきゃったらどうなの
？I don't know about now, but when I grew up, just my culture, the way I was upbrought, you say it just to be polite, Nowadays, people might be, again, with the AirPods, they might not even hear it,
Technology が。
Yeah. Or you're so addicted to your TikTok that,
気づかなかったりね。
Yeah.
聞いてなかったりしたら無視する可能性あるけど、気づいたら基本言ってあげるっていうのが。
Or maybe the person that sneezed even has his earphones in and he's just like this.
なるほどね。
And he's not going to even know if you say it, so.
Would you say like, bless you?
Nah. You don't go out of your way to say it. It's more like an in-passing thing. Like, bless you. You don't even really look at them sometimes. I mean, you can if you want, but like just say you're sitting next to someone on the train and they sneeze, you just say, oh, bless you. Like you just look forward and say, you don't have to.
本当に？マジで？だからこうやって座ってて、ルパがここにいたら、bless you っていうの。
You can say, look at them a little bit. You don't have to be like, stare at them. Hey, sir, bless you. You don't have to go out of your way, is what I mean. You like pat them on the shoulder. Hey, buddy, just so you know, bless you. It's more just like a simple thing that we just say. Like, someone sneezes, boom, reaction, bless you.
Okay. はい、次。顔の前で手を振る。これ。いや、そんなことないです。
Right, this is like stinky. Oh, mate, don't go in there.
例えば日本だと、あれ今日さ、ルパご飯食べ行くのみたいな言ったら、いや行かない。
Ah, okay. I thought it was like, ごめん。
いや違う、行かない。
Ah, okay.
全然そんなことない。欧米でやると臭い。
Like you're blowing the smell away from your nose. So if the air's coming this way, you're like, oh, bad smell.
っていう時にこうやるね。ちょっと違うジェスチャーってことですね。ルードではないけど意味が違ってくるってことね。
Yeah. So it could be rude, I guess, in some situations.
そうね。友達が話しかけてきて、いやって言ったら、Do I smell?
Oh, yeah. He's walking towards you like, oh, mate, no. Stay over there. Combo.
だとしたらね、ちょっとルードかもしれないけど。はい、次、挙手。こうやって呼ぶとき、はいってやるとき。
In what situation?
これがさ、ヒトラーのこのあれに似てる。
Oh, okay. Oh, if you're going like,
こうやって手挙げたら、はいみたいな。答えたい人、はいみたいな。やる？
It's more like straight up. That's kind of a niche thing, you know?
あ、そう。でもなんかこれがさ、ヒトラーのさ。
Well, that's like too far out like that, right?
これはダメなんだね、でも。
Yeah.
これでもなんか思う。こうやってやってたら。
But why would you do that anyway? Like, you might be reaching out for someone, hey, come here, buddy.
はいって手挙げるとき。
Who does that though? Do people do that? Like, put their hand straight up. You put your hand up, right?
いやでも sometimes people like that. はいみたいな。こうやってやる。
If the person's like far away, you might be doing that. Hey, yeah. That's kind of a niche thing. I wouldn't.
あ、そう。あ、気にならないってことね。
Yeah, but that's like super far out, like that, right? So it's not even a good thing to talk about, man. You don't want to talk about that.
じゃあこれで以上になります。Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Take care.